football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's...
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Brissett going to go to the air right away. And his first look is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and now it's second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order...
This defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up fourth down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10.
Ready. Ultra. Go Ultra. Ready, go.
On play action, here's Ritter. And complete to Drake London. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field from the 47. It's second and 5.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. He'll get only a... 44.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Ritter fires quickly out wide. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. The Falcons at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by Miller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And even though it's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're the top 10 in the league in sacks.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the 2nd-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Howell from the gun. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Flush to his right. Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A a lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Danny Johnson. He might score. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Hurry.
They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Ready?
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after
1. Here we go.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Falcons! Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Little bootleg here. Howell rolling to his right. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps. You know, you don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Throwing here, Howell. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Robinson with another carry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Ritter going to change up the look. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
22 needle.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. Ritter. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. One last shot before the break. Howell forced out to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down
We're just
to
about
Orlando,
set to
that's
get
where we
back to
find
it.
our man
Both teams making their
Jonathan
final
Coachman
adjustments,
at our EA
and we'll
Sports
head back to
halftime
Atlanta
report. Coach.
and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door. and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's Howell. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Ritter now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 33. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Ritter will set up to throw it. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds.
Touchdown! Drake London from 21 yards away. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go play action with Howell. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Howell down to throw it. Flush to his right. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit out at running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Back to throw, Howell. Dancing to his left. Complete, it's Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Robinson up the middle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Joey Sly for the point after. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
Commanders 35, Falcons 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set, hut.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready?
Now Ritter. London holds this one in. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Let's go. Let's go.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hut, hut.
Here's Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he'll be stopped short of the marker, but they'll keep possession here. Remember, it was only 2nd down, so now it's 3rd.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Let's go. Charge.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Commanders, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down.